ABC is easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me. It is Tuesday, and you know what that means. Hi. Yeah, okay, so situation. You're talking to somebody, and you're describing something of good fortune that happened to you, like you're at Starbucks and your drink takes too long and they give you a free drink. And you're talking to someone, you're telling them your good fortune, and they're like, oh man, yeah, that's the best. Or on the other side of the spectrum, when you're like, oh, I stepped in dog poo this morning, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the worst, you know?
Oh, I had to clean up here today at work. It sucked. That's the worst. Puke sucks.
So what I came up with doing, I compiled a list of my own bests and worsts. So I guess, here we go! The best, The best is when you eat a piece of gum and there's one piece left in your package. Worst, I guess, would be when there's no pieces left in your package, but for some reason you kept the empty package in your bag or in your purse or in your pocket. Best is also when you get off work an hour early because it's really slow. The best is also that's what she said jokes. The best is when you find money in your pocket you forget you had. The best is when you get goosebumps even though you're not cold. The best is when you hear a song you haven't heard in a while and it makes you feel really good and you're like, man, I love a song. And, but the worst is when you go to download it later because you don't have it and you forget what freaking song you want to download in the first place. The worst is paint on a white shirt. The best is when your phone is low on batteries and you really need to make a call and it holds out until right after you finish making your call. The worst is when the batteries run out before you make your call. The best is when your hair looks fine. And the worst is split ends. The best is hot chocolate, wood fires on a cold winter day. The worst is when you're super badly hungover. The best is when you're hungover and you really need to work the next day, and you wake up and your hair looks okay and your makeup's not smudged, so you just walk right out the door. The worst is fries that you decided to save in the fridge for some reason. The worst is wanting to eat something and then taking a bite out of it and you realize that it's expired. Actually, the worst is expired anything. The worst is having a hair in your mouth. The best is friendly dogs. The best is hugs, cold lemonade on a really hot summer day. The best is best friends who love you unconditionally. The best is when you get snail mail, birthday cards, birthday money, and personal email. The best is deep breaths and yawns. The best is when you're in the newspaper and people you know comment on it. Yeah, kind of a big deal. The worst are physicals and creepy Asian physicians. The best is cute childhood pictures. Oh my god, the worst is when people assume they're going to prom with you. The worst is regretting something, and also the worst is not being able to go back and change what you regret. The best is when you get new shoes. The worst is blisters you get from your new shoes. The best is when you wear those shoes in and they get really comfortable. The worst is when you wear them so much they get really ratty. And also the worst is when your mom throws them out and doesn't tell you. The best is wet towel fights and you're laughing so hard that you can't breathe. Actually, the best is laughter in general. The best is secret handshakes. The best is soft pajamas and a teddy bear. The best is YouTube. The worst is when YouTube is under site maintenance. The best is film cameras. And so yeah, that's my list. Hopefully next week I'll have something better to talk about. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye. 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 ABC is easy. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Gustav.
The best is Tuesdays. The best is banana yogurt, which I was in my room for a week or so. Oh.